Spirit Led Mediumship readings. Oh, I got your attention. So, what are those exactly? I mean, I've never heard of Spirit Led until I got on TikTok. It's not something that was ever used in the field. And I've been doing this work for about 20 years now. And until I hit TikTok, never heard of it. And I really do think that the term, as it was meant to be, is being very widely misrepresented on this app. And to kind of explore that a little bit, we're going to need the actual definition. Oh, look at that. I have it right here, the definition. Hold on a second. The phrase spirit led originally comes from the religious and spiritual language, especially Christianity. It refers to being guided by the Holy Spirit rather than by ego, intellect, or personal will. Now, have I seen this in effect in real life? I really have. Back in the old days, before there was social media, we would do large groups in public forums. And in order to get pulled to the right person in a group, we would rely on spirit to kind of lead us to who we're supposed to be reading. And in order to narrow it down to the actual person, we would then get two or three pieces of factual information that in that section, somebody can claim and say, yeah, that's for me. That's true spirit led. Now, that would be the precursor to the reading, not the actual reading, not the main part of the information for that person to hear, but the actual precursor, something that gets the medium to them. Once they claim that information, that's when things open up and the real information comes through to validate who's coming through for the sitter. Now, that's not what I'm seeing on TikTok. I'm seeing the exact opposite. What I'm being witness to is a medium who maybe has 100 people in their audience or possibly 3 to 400 people if they're very popular. So, when they give out this information, it's extremely specific. And they do it with clarity and they do it with confidence and they do it in a way where it's boom, 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 boom. Who has this? Eventually, somebody will claim it because out of 100 people watching you on TikTok, somebody's going to have those four pieces of information. When that person claims it, the medium then pulls them up on the live. And then something amazing happens. Everything shifts. The person that was talking in a very confident manner, in a way where they were getting information that was very specific and factual based, whether it was around dates, names, health issues, incidents around passing, current events, those things that were coming through before the person claimed it, all gets wiped away. What I seem to witness after that is when the person is live with them, the information becomes extremely general. The emotionally driven information becomes almost theatrical. The medium becomes very invested emotionally in the sitter's reading with who's coming through. They've already proven themselves by giving the factual information and then followed up with generalizations regarding feelings and emotions for the person coming through toward the person that they're reading. Very different from what I'm used to seeing in real life when a medium uses spirit led to gain access to the person they're supposed to be reading. It's basically a mind game and a tactic that a lot of mediums use to gain your trust. Because if they got those three or four pieces of information correct, because you validated it before you were even on there, then you're going to believe what else is coming through right after that. Guys, spirit led mediumship is lazy mediumship. There's no other way to look at it. It also comes from a place of fear. And if you are afraid to do direct readings on TikTok lives, then you're allowing your ego to get in the way. And according to the definition of spirit led, it's apparently the opposite of ego. So, how about we shift the way we're looking at this, huh? How about we open up that column of light and allow that information to come through the way it was meant to, straightforward? Spirit led mediumship comes from a place of fear, a fear of being wrong. And if you're having a problem with what I'm saying right now, then you need to question why that is, because you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. I hope this helped for some of you. I hope this helps others to kind of look at things a little differently when they move forward in their career of mediumship. And for those of you that just are completely like off the wall right now from what I said, I am so sorry. that I had to speak the truth.